guys, welcome back to Surreal Beauty. Super excited to be back here with you guys with another video. I really wanted to talk about the importance of setting ourselves up for success. And what does that look like? What does that even mean? How we start our day, how we go about our days throughout the week, the habits that we have, the things that we do, what we consume, the foods we eat, what our minds consume, what our souls and our bodies. All of those things play a huge role in how we set ourselves up in life, in the trajectory of us reaching our success. Now, the word success, that term is subjective because success, what it means to me and what that looks like for me will look completely different for the next person. So I like to determine it by what is success to you? And when you've identified that, now what does your day-to-day life have to look like in order for you to ultimately reach that success? So let's say, for example, you want to lose weight. Let's say you have an ideal number in your mind that you want to hit or you want to target, and you're giving yourself a deadline, let's say 6 months. So now you have the goal and the success at hand, which is weight loss. And so now what needs to be done to set you up for success, how you go about your days from day one up until that 6-month day that contributes to your weight loss. So now we have to break it down a little bit further to, the 3 month, to the week, from the month, break it down from the months to the weeks to the days to the times and the minutes and the hours within the days. What are you consuming? How are you fueling your body? What are you fueling your body with? These are some tongue twisters. I'm sorry, guys. So first of all, what we want to do is we want to look like, what are we doing in our lives today? What is slowing us down from reaching our goal? What is holding us back from success? Let's take the time to assess that and let's look at it, right? So I like to write things down because there is power in writing your thoughts, feelings, emotions down. It does wonders. It allows you to see it much more clearly and it allows you to even confront it much more stronger head on than just having it cluster and ruminate through your head. So now that we have our goal of weight loss within 6 months, we have this number. So what needs to be done in our lives on a day-to-day basis so we can achieve our success? So some of the things may be what you're eating, the times you're eating, how much you're eating, and just overall, what are you consuming? And how are you, going about your day? Are you preparing your food or is someone else preparing your food? Are you constantly eating out? What types of food are you eating? Are you giving your body enough of what it needs to allow you to reach your goal weight? So this is a slight example of the many that we can compare to, but this is just to give you an idea of how we set ourselves up for success. And so I like to break it down and make it simple. Why am I even saying this? Because I was in a place and I was caught in a time in my life where I wanted to be successful. And honestly, guys, I'm still on my way because in my mind, I am not quite there yet. However, in other ways, I have reached my success in personal development, personal growth, self-love. A lot of things that I'm doing to this day that I'm seeing current progress, and I have to push the totem pole a little bit further because I have a lot more ways to go. However, I've reached success and I know what it feels like, and I want to share what it really means and how we can achieve it. What can we do? What do we need to do to break down the steps to make it simple? Because when we're given it the whole pie in a whole, it can look a little intimidated. It can seem like, oh man, I can never do it, but you can. And it's all about your routine, your habits on a day-to-day basis. Those are the building blocks to reach your long-term goal. So it's about bringing some structure, some organization, which I'm super huge on. And I have all the tips and all the positive, behaviors, and not behaviors, but rather a lot of tips and just experience. Rather, I'm like thinking about what I was saying, but a lot of the experience of going through the process of the pruning, dying to your old self, picking up the new, when you pick up new habits, when you change the way you eat, when you change anything, when you go against something you're not comfortable with, it's going to feel weird in the beginning of the process. It's gonna feel like, I don't like this. This is not, your body's just not used to it, right? So when you start feeling your body, let's stay on that example of the weight loss. Feeling your body, now you're drinking more water, you're eating more of the vegetables you need, you're fueling your body with what it needs, more protein, less of the unhealthy fatty foods and the high sugary foods. You know, when we snack, we're eating wholesome, fruitful foods that nourish our bodies. And as your body is starting to go through these changes, your mind starts to change, how you look at yourself starts to change, your attitude towards yourself in life, how you show up in the world begins to change. And it's just all a process. It's like a flower going through this process, is even a butterfly, the metamorphosis. And so simply when you take the time to break down the steps day by day, and literally we can go as deep as writing it down. So when you wake up every day, you know what to expect. You know, okay, this is a game plan until until it sticks in like memory, until you have it embedded in you where you've no longer adopted, or you're no longer hooked on the bad habits that will hold you back and change you, or straying you away from your goal. Now you are fueling your body. You're doing the things that you need to do. And again, this can apply to anything in your life that you want to achieve as far as your success goes. It's the simple process of breaking it down, looking at what is the goal, what is holding me back from the goal, and what do I need to do to make sure that I make this happen, and following this plan through, executing and implementing the plan all the way through till you reach your success. And honestly, that is truly the secret recipe, I feel, as far as success goes. There is no hidden quick staircase. There's no elevator. I haven't found it, at least. But yes, it takes time, and everyone's process will be different and is different. And honestly, when you're going through a process of changing, you are going, it's not going to be a linear, straight through process. It's going to take time. You're gonna go, it's gonna be like a loopy, sometimes you'll have days where you're feeling so strong and you're on it and you feel like you've hit the jackpot, and then the day after you just feel like you're 10 steps backwards. You may probably slip back into a habit. You may have just ate the cookies or something, right? And that's normal, and that's okay. What I like to do in order to assess the whole thing, and if I'm really committed, and if you're really committed, journaling is super important, because it's important to write down even the days where you weren't so great, where you didn't reach, you didn't hit the goals that you have set out throughout the day. And then you have to ask yourself why. These are all building blocks to help you decipher and determine what is going on in my mind. What is the story that I'm telling myself on the subconscious level? What's going on in me? And you're able to track that when you're on, your mission. Each day as you wake up, you're on your routine and you're on it. You're checking off the boxes. You're doing what you need to do. And then you come across an obstacle, because it's going to happen. Being able to record it, write it down, because it'll send yourself a signal. The subconscious will send yourself a signal. And it may not be in that moment, but throughout time, maybe the next day, maybe you wake up from a dream, it'll come to you. Clarity will come to you like, oh, wow, this is the reason why this has been holding me back. I can't believe that I've allowed this thought or whatever it was that triggered me and it stopped me. You start to discover, a lot of yourself, a lot of whatever may be false that you've been holding on to. You can start to release it. You can unlayer and remove the layers of the trauma. So now it's a lot of working that you're doing on yourself that's beautiful, that honestly is the most rewarding thing next to having your health, having your mind, being in alignment and in tune with yourself. So these are the steps, these are the process that I like to work through, even when I'm talking with my clients, when I'm working with my clients. This is actually a process that I've done myself personally. So I know the agony, the pain, the days of I don't really want to do this, SHIT, all of that. I understand, but you know what? You're not in this alone. We are here together, and we can embark on our mission of self-love and our self-love journey to reach our success, to fulfill our purpose, to move forward in life. That's what it's really about. Stay tuned for more video, guys. I have more content. Please be sure to check out my website, www.sb by Tiffany. Honestly, guys, I have so many books, blogs. Just check it out. I even offer a free ebook when you subscribe. Opens up, tap into your divine. It's what it's called. giving you tips and just sending messages on how to evolve in self-love and pursuing on life on purpose. Until next time, bye.